This episode's for you, buddy. Today, we are tackling the age-old question, how do I handle my cash in YNAB? Well, I am happy to tell you there are actually two ways to handle cash in YNAB, and the one you choose depends on your honest answer to these two questions. First question, how much cash do you actually use? And the second question is, how willing are you to record every single penny of spending, no matter how small? Because we're literally talking about pennies today. All right, and all right, the results are in. If you answered that you hardly carry cash and that you're not amped to track a $1.17 purchase in your budget, then you are going to fall into the cash as a category camp, which literally sounds like a summer camp. Come on down to Camp Cash category. On the flip side, if you answered that you handle a lot of cash and that you are super willing and excited to track every penny in your budget, then you are going to fall into the cash as an account camp. Camp Cash account. Camp account cashy. Got it, okay. And if you fall somewhere in the middle, you're not really sure how much cash you carry or how excited you would be to budget it, then go ahead and put yourself in the cash as a category camp. Or you can come to my exclusive camp because I have my own cash mentality. You could call it a technique, or maybe more of a lack thereof. Regardless. First step, we're gonna walk through cash as a category. This method treats a cash withdrawal from the bank as being immediately spent from your budget. So, per usual, let's hop to the budget and I can show you what I mean. First thing we're gonna do is we are going to create a category for our cash and name it whatever we want. You can call it cash, wallet, piggy bank, or if you're sharing a budget with a partner and you both need your own personal cash, you could do a my cash and your cash category. Just make sure you both know who's me and who's you. Or like his and hers, like Tweedledee and Tweedledum, whatever you want. So when you're paid, you're gonna allocate whatever amount of money you want to this category. I'm just one person, so I'm gonna have one cash category and I'm gonna throw $60 in it from this month's paycheck. Let's say I wanna withdraw $40 from my cash category, because if I take out all 60 now, I will spend it in the first week of the month. So just like know yourself, I guess. After I withdraw the $40 from the bank, I'll record the $40 withdrawal as an outflow from my cash category. If you know what you'll be using it for, go ahead and toss that in the memo to help jog your memory later if you forget why you took that cash out. Let's say I'm going to a concert and I want to buy a t-shirt, so, $40 could get me like a sleeve. But maybe the cash you have on you is your vending machine money for work breaks. Or maybe you're trying to secretly buy a gift for the co-owner of your budget and it's the only way you cannot give away what you're buying for them. In that case, the memo can be, mind your own business. I'm trying to surprise you. And that's pretty much the whole process. Deciding at the start of the month how much money you want for on-hand cash, and then once you withdraw it from the bank, recording it in your cash category, then you're done. This method is great if you're not dying to record every single detail of where each penny is going, but more so you just want to keep an eye on how much cash you're spending as a whole. Now, bonus tip here, if you are someone that ever gets cash back at the store, let me explain how to handle that. Let's say you go to the grocery store and you get $50 worth of groceries, but at the checkout you ask for $20 cash back. No problem. All we're gonna do is record that as a split transaction. So you're gonna click Add Transaction, fill out the payee, and in the category drop-down menu, select Split Multiple Categories. First, we'll record our groceries, which was an outflow of $50. Then we will record our cash, which is an outflow of $20. Save that, and once the money hits your wallet, you're free to spend it however you want. Pretty simple, if I do say so myself. And I did. Just now. You were there. But for those who dabble in cash a lot and want to track every single penny, let's walk through handling cash as an account. First thing we're going to do in our budget is click Add Account. Now, of course, cash is going to be an unlinked account. As for account type, we're going to select cash. Right there. Give it a name and enter however much money you currently have on hand. Click Next, and there she is. Whenever you add money to your cash account, these dollars do need to be budgeted, so divvy them out wherever they need to go. Or if you don't know what you're going to use them for, you just know you want them on hand, you can always add them to a miscellaneous or stuff I forgot to budget for category. Now here's where cash as an account works differently than cash as a category. The moment you spend your cash, you're gonna whip out the mobile app and record that as a transaction in your cash account. Then you're going to assign it to the appropriate category in your budget. Now I'm gonna say this loud and proud, it is important that you enter that cash transaction right away. 2 reasons why. This is your cash, and there's no one else holding you accountable for when or how you spent it. You can't go back later to your bank account and check and see which cash transactions you forgot to enter into the budget like you could for a checking account. So if you forget to enter it, it's not gonna get entered until you remember. Which, if you're anything like me, could just be never. And secondly, cash purchases don't always generate a receipt. I'm talking things like tipping or buying from a bake sale or paying your babysitter. So entering a purchase or a payment right away prevents you from forgetting or leaving spent dollars unaccounted for. You gotta be on your game if you're gonna run a cash account. Next, when you add cash to your wallet in real life, don't forget to add that to the budget and then budget those dollars out wherever they should go. And lastly, when you withdraw money from the bank that you plan to use as cash, you're going to record that as a transfer from your bank account to your wallet account. Now, circling back to that cash back example at the grocery store, when you record that $70 transaction, this time the $20 cash back will be recorded as a transfer from your bank account to your wallet account, your cash account, whatever you call it. And that's how you handle cash as an account in YNAB. But as I mentioned earlier, I kind of have my own way of doing things. It's kind of like the lazy method. I guess I don't handle cash a lot, so when I get it, I'm like, is this free money? When you get a 50 from Grams or your friend slips you $20 after you tried to buy them dinner, you just pocket that cash and consider it free, bonus, unbudgeted money. No tracking, no contributing to overall net worth, just plain, cold, hard cash. That 100% works too. You don't need to enter cash into the budget if you don't have big plans for it. Maybe you'll just use it for an ice cream date with the kids, or to have as on-hand, ready to donate cash whenever you stumble upon a worthy cause. Or maybe you want to use this extra cash that came your way to eliminate some of those every once in a while expenses that you don't really care to track in your budget. Use it as your toll booth money or to tip the pizza delivery guy. So in this case, if you were to withdraw $20 to have cash to go garage sailing, just categorize that as an outflow in your fun money, make the memo line garage sale money, and move on with your morning. I know that's probably not the most responsible way to handle your cash, but I really just don't run into that much cash these days, which my 8-year-old self would be so disappointed by. But there you have it, the 3 ways you can handle cash in your budget. 2 actual, 1 kind of cheaty, but 1 nonetheless. As always, leave any questions or requests for future content in the comments down below, and we will see you guys next week. $6.89. Don't know how much I was expecting, but I guess it wasn't $6.89. I haven't fed Banksy in like 4 months.